Okay, so in this video, we're going to be covering how to set up a campaign in GetResponse. Now, this really is the place you want to start because it's needed for every other step, whether it's setting up a form or setting up messages or whatever. GetResponse needs to know what group you want to contact. So over here, where it says your current campaign, there's a little arrow and a drop down, and we want to click on Create Campaign. Now we can call it whatever we want as long as like over here you can see on the right over here it says it has to be between 3 and 64 characters, only A to Z, lowercase, numbers and an underscore. So what we're looking for is something that's going to make sense to us as far as defining what that group of people is that we want to market to or target or whatever. And also that it's not taken by somebody else. So for instance, if you type in free, you're going to see that it's taken. When you click on this, it's going to say sorry, somebody else already has it, but maybe it's free PLR. We'll see if that's taken. Probably. Okay, great. So you could go free PLR 2013 as an example. And so once that's set up, the next thing we need to do is we need to edit our campaign settings. So we click on that, and there's 3 different tabs here, and this is actually pretty important, so make sure that you do this when you set up your campaign. So the first thing is where it says notifications, we're going to click that to off, because otherwise you'll get an email every single time somebody opts in, which we don't want. The next thing is where it says profile here, is we're going to put the title of our campaign. So in this case we'll say free PLR, and then we click on save, and then under agencies, this is where you pick basically your niche. So in this case we're going to say internet marketing and save. And then the next thing is under your campaign description, you could say what it is, free PLR for internet marketers, just as an example here. And then logo, if you want, you can upload your logo, but it's really not necessary. Very few people are ever going to see this. And then the next thing is, and this is where it's really important because it's going to make a big impact, is under permissions. Now, the first thing is these 2 that are checked by default. What they're talking about is enable confirmed opt-in. What that means is when somebody opts in, whether it's by sending an email or by filling out a form, if this is checked off, then what will happen is instead of them being put on your list right away, they'll be sent an email that says, are you really sure you want to be on their list? Which is a big bozo no-no, and it'll kill your conversion rate. So what you want to do is make sure you uncheck these. Okay, there's literally no advantage for you to have these checked off. Okay. Now the next thing is under the from field is you can change what email address you're sending from, because you may have a pen name, you may have whatever. So multiple email addresses like support versus info versus your name, that kind of thing. So you can change that right there. And then right here where it says confirmation page, this is almost really irrelevant because they're not going to be getting this message unless if you have one of these checked off. But it's still a good habit just to protect yourself to use one of your domain URLs for confirmation. So normally it's something like yoursite.com/thankyou, and that'll just be a page that says something like, thanks for taking me up on my offer. You should receive an email in the next few minutes with your link. If you don't see it, please check your spam folder or contact us here. And what that'll do is it'll help you with your branding. It'll prevent customers from being frustrated and cut back on your customer support as well, just by having a custom thank you page like that. So that's all you have to do in order to set up a campaign.